relationships. They're a lot like a bowl of Lucky Charms. No one anticipates a bowl of this cereal to taste like the weird oat pieces. People buy Lucky Charms because they want to eat the tasty marshmallows. However, you can't have the marshmallows without the oat pieces. You see where I'm going with this? Much like the anticipated flavor of the marshmallows, people always just expect relationships to be great. But what a lot of people forget about is the fact that every relationship has its oat pieces, or the more undesirable things that inevitably come with the marshmallows, or the good parts about a relationship. Now let's look at the bigger picture. This bowl represents your lifespan of relationships. Each spoonful is a relationship you get into during your life. Each spoonful has its oat pieces and its marshmallows. Some have more marshmallows and some have more oat pieces, but every single spoonful has a little bit of milk. Now let's be honest, when people eat Lucky Charms, they strategically put their spoon into the bowl so they get as many marshmallows as possible. Much like the way when we look for someone to date, we look for the person who has the most obvious marshmallows. The good things about them. So a very marshmallowy spoonful of Lucky Charms would be you or anyone getting into a relationship with someone who is very obviously smart, talented, intelligent, and nice, but there's always one pesky oat piece that always shows up. So this person may be perfect, but you know what? You want to grow up and be a corgi breeder, and they're allergic to dogs. The spoonfuls that have way more oat pieces than marshmallows are usually the spoonfuls that we get when we're not paying attention. We unconsciously put our spoon into the bowl and just expect it to be a good bite, but you know what? It's not always filled with marshmallows. So these spoonfuls would be the relationships that people just blindly hop into before they actually know the person. Like, yes, there's bound to be some marshmallows in there, but look at all those oat pieces. So for example, this person might be really attractive, but they hate your favorite brands, they go out and never tell you where, and they make you buy them gum and then don't give you a piece. Now, regardless of how many people you date or spoonfuls of cereal you eat, good or bad, more oat pieces, less oat pieces, there will always be a last bite or a final significant other that you will be with forever. Now, after that last bite of Lucky Charms, there's a wonderful thing. The milk. And have you ever noticed that the milk doesn't taste like the oat pieces? No, it tastes like the marshmallows. So your final relationship is built on a foundation of experience, which the milk represents, the experience you have developed from all of your previous relationships. Because with each bite of Lucky Charms you ate, a little bit of milk went back into the bowl. You took a little bit of experience from each bite and used it for the next. So once you've reached your last spoonful of Lucky Charms, there it sits on a pool of experience and marshmallowy flavor. It makes the rest of the bowl taste like that wonderful marshmallow flavor you so anticipated when you first started dipping your spoon in. In conclusion, don't be frustrated if you were in or getting out of a bad relationship. Every relationship you get in is a learning curve. Each one helps you know what you want and don't want in a significant other. So when one ends, it helps you know what to do better in the next. Ultimately preparing you for your final one. And boy, will that last bite of Lucky Charms taste like wonderful marshmallows. Where there's a will, there's a way. My name is Will, and have a nice day. I bet none of that made sense.